Hello, Ani, bonjour. My name is Elizabeth Brass Elson. My spirit name is Wapshke Maingen. I live in Cedar Point, which is part of Christian Island. I'm running for chief because I feel that we need change in our community. We need to get back to our grassroots. We need to look at our people and listen to them. We also need to establish protocol for how things are handled with our communications with our membership and how things go undetected through the membership and move on to things that we're not quite sure whether we're ready for or not. Governments, it's quite the topic nowadays. Everybody's talking about governance and how we should handle things. I think we should try a unified approach with everyone involved and follow their visions and to see what it is that we need for governance. We need to, again, get back to our grassroots and start thinking about our traditional ways that we used to look at things, and that's probably about the best way we can do it, is to get back to our traditional style ways. Transportation is quite the issue here. You see great big long lineups on the boat, and on Friday nights I look at the people down there and I think, oh my lord, you know, groceries and kids and waiting in lineups, and we need a fixed link so we can go around and travel and explore. I like to go to town probably 10 times a week, and if I lived on the island I probably couldn't afford to do that. It's we shouldn't have to pay to go explore and use our lands and utilize our space and our areas for our traditional values like gathering and things like that. Education, it's a very good avenue, I guess, to get people out and to help us to get things on the road there. We have very many people that are educated, and sometimes they don't use their knowledge to the fullest, and a lot of people have to leave before they can even get jobs on the island. And it's a shame, because I'm kind of the same way a lot too. I work on and off for 11 years now, and I'm again laid off on Thursday. Forestry's going down again, like it just over and over and over, and yet we have people here that need firewood, and we need to clean up our stands and our bushes. It's education. We need to get those people, and we need to get younger people involved and see what their needs are and see what our needs are for them in the future. Economic development is a good way to make a living for everybody else. We have 3 islands, and there's all kinds of jobs that could be derived from our economic development strategies, and how we can move on to look at ecotourism and utilize our lands, our waters. There's a whole bay out there that we don't even utilize. Like hardly any of us have boats, and you know, we just got a few people that go out and fish. It doesn't even touch the amount of fish that are out there, and how we could have jobs and move on to sunken log industries and diving and for wrecks, and the ecotourism is just so bountiful, and we need to learn how to figure it all out and make some money at it. And the housing problems on our island are quite extensive. There are a lot of people that would like to live on the island, but there's no houses around. And little houses that we get, 4 to 6 or so a year, sometimes not even every year, and it's just not enough. There's people that need their houses fixed, they need their septic beds fixed, then they need places to raise their children without mold and mildew. With our membership, it's a sticky situation. My kids are all in that situation. They yet still don't have their status, but they're applying for it. And it's the more membership that we have, I think it makes our nation stronger, and the stronger our nation is, the better we'll be off in the future. The problems with our justice system, it's not our justice system. Our kids, our people are sent to courts in the mainstream, and they don't look at us fairly, and we need to change those policies and get back to our own cultural justice system, make our own laws, make our own bylaws, and make our own policies for such. Culture and language is something that I'm very, very adamant about learning. I've just been learning a little bit of my Ojibwe, and I find it really hard when I don't have anyone speaking it around me all the time. And with the culture, I'm just learning all about our culture, and I started at about age 30. I went to the lodge and said that I would like to learn to be a good Indian. And that's basically what it was. I was raised on a farm in southern Ontario, and I moved up here, and it was like a culture shock to me because I hadn't learned that stuff when I was younger. It was taken away from my mother from residential school and that kind of dealings. So yes, we need to move on. We need to promote our culture and our language. Our health on the island unit is going very well as far as EMS is concerned, and our first response people, they're right on the ball. It's looking good. We have a lot of money goes into health, and it seems to be working out very well. And I think that we should kind of move on towards keeping that flowing, and we need some more of our younger people going off and going to school so we can hire our own for our health needs. Our environment is it's just not on Christian Island, it's everywhere. It is time that we started looking at our environmental problems. Our forestry is just a sad case of affairs. We have our forest either high-graded or falling down from disease and insects, and we don't have enough people out there working to kind of contribute to bring it back to life. We need to also look at the things that are happening not only on reserve, but off reserve too, because it affects our water, our lands, and our forestries, our forest. So if anyone would like to vote for me, those are my concerns, and I do have a lot more concerns, and I will forward some information on the net. Miigwech.